Good afternoon. I'm not that as well rehearsed as that, but we'll make this work. That's a good start. So our group, we're the Dan KRL 4756, and there's a lot of meaning behind that. That we've had a great group to participate with as our smaller group, and then as our larger group, and we have learned to communicate in long distance because none of us are really close to each other where we can just go have lunch and have conversations with each other. And so we started a few weeks ago having a discussion about what exactly did the program mean to us. And you'll see here that the words commitment, friendship, networking, camaraderie, intentional, relationship, all of those pieces came together. But I'll tell you, as I was thinking on my drive down this morning, so you wrote all this out. I was thinking on my drive down this morning that I have heard multiple times across the board, everybody say, oh, this group is so easy to work with. Everybody gets along. And I know that is unbelievable, but I promise you, everybody in this group gets along. And we have our differences. We have, some of us believe on this side, some of us believe on this side, some of us are still deciding where we believe at. But we all have gotten along really well. And I put together a few pieces of why I felt like this group was able to do that. The first thing was, there is no pressure to perform in this group. There's no pressure to keep within a budget, and there's no pressure to create FTE for any reason. So take all of that off the board, and that automatically lowers the guard and gives you the ability to truly communicate with each other. The other piece to it is we're all self-motivated learners. We didn't know that whenever we were coming into this. Miss Pat and the rest of the team knew that because they had seen our applications and they knew a little bit more about us on pieces of paper. But it makes a huge difference. And us being in the business of education, we all cherish those self-motivated learners that walk into our classrooms every day and wish that all of them were that way. That makes for a wonderful environment for learning and being part of and cultivating an environment that is just, it exhibits nothing but growth in each of us. The other piece is we are all accepting of each other, our weaknesses and our strengths, and we were okay to share those weaknesses and strengths. And that's huge. You know, I took that back to my college thinking to February. We see each other every month, don't we? You go back to February, and I took that back to my college thinking, how can I create a team that is okay with each other's strengths and weaknesses and that is accepting of each other? That again lowers that guard and opens the bridge, or opens the door and builds the bridge for communication. The other piece to this is we have learned to rely on each other. So whenever, when one of us is out with family issues, this one right here, everybody else picked up, and there's been several of us that have had the flu this season. Everybody else picked up and was okay with picking up and saying, don't worry, I got you covered. And so that has created that same environment of support for all of us. The other piece to this is, I don't know that any of us really do the same job. I think everybody does in a different way. Welcome to North Carolina Community College System. 58 of us, and we all work in 58 different ways. But I really do believe that has brought a lot to the table because it has been that peer-to-peer learning that I have cherished so much because it gave us the ability to say, okay, here's an issue I may have, or I think I'm dealing with this on my campus. What would you do with this? And everybody being in their different perspectives and on their different campuses and dealing with the different populations that they deal with, were able to give feedback, and it was good, honest feedback that we could take back to our campuses. So I take all of that to say, and these are just good people. That's the other piece that makes all of this work, is they're just good, hard-working, self-motivated people. And I appreciate this opportunity and appreciate the chance to work with each and every one of you and look forward to continuing this conversation and this bit of communication.
Any poker players in the audience? I don't play poker.
good reason. I'm part of the Poker Face group, and one of the reasons why we came up with the name that we came up with is because many of us in our group tend to, when people look at us, they can tell what we're thinking or what we're feeling or how we're feeling, and we're like, we need to work on that. You need to look the same, and people can't tell, I don't know what kind of mood Gilbert's in today. He, got that poker face going on. So, but our word that we came up with was relationship building, and not only within our group, but as a class as a whole, the relationships that we've been able to build over the last 6 months will last longer than 6 months. They'll last forever. We have 30 people up here now that if we need something or if we have a question about something, we won't hesitate to pick up the phone or shoot someone an email and say, hey, I need help with this, or hey, do you know somebody that can help me with this? And we're there for each other. We've built those relationships. And so one of the things, I wanted to find something that was written down about relationship building, and a good friend of mine gave me John C. Maxwell's daily leadership reader. And so I was flipping through that and found this and thought it would tie in very nicely with relationships. And so it says, if the people close to you are dragging you down, then it may be time to make some changes. Speaker Joe Larson remarked, my friends didn't believe that I could become a successful speaker. So I did something about it. I went out and found me some new friends. When you really think about it, the things that matter most in life are the relationships we develop. Remember, you may build a beautiful house, but eventually it will crumble. You may develop a fine career, but one day it will be over. You may save a great sum of money, but you can't take it with you. You may be in superb health today, but in time it will decline. You may take pride in your accomplishments, but someone will surpass you. Discouraged? Don't be. For the one thing that really matters lasts forever, your friendships. Life is too long to spend with people who pull you in the wrong direction, and it's too short not to invest in others. Your relationships will define you, and they will influence your talent one way or the other. Choose wisely. And that comes from John C. Maxwell's book, Talent is Never Enough. So on behalf of Poker Face, Pat, we'd like to thank you for choosing wisely, as well as your staff, and choosing wisely this group to put us together to build the relationships that we have built, and just thank you for this opportunity.
During the first session, our group was tasked with the idea of coming up with a group name or a team name. We chose S Cubed. The three S's stand for service, success, and synergy. Think about service for a minute. When you work in the community college system, that is what our life's work is. We are a work of service. Service to our students, service to our colleagues, service to our communities. This experience throughout the year helped us to refocus our goals and helped us to make authentic connections and reminded us of our choice for a life of service. Success. This journey has allowed us to focus on the success, not only of our students, which we hold close to our hearts, but also to remember that our job is to meet people where they are, how they walk to us through our doors, and to then help them along the journey to their next steps. We've also worked on our own personal success, polishing those skills, making courageous decisions, having courageous conversations. And each one of us truly has reevaluated where we are and where we want to go. And then the final S, I think, is the most important. Please listen to the definition. The interaction or cooperation of two or more people to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. That is what this community college leadership program is to us. This has allowed us to be better than our individual parts and to realize that when we come together, our potential is amazing. Thank you.
First, I would like to thank Pat, Robin, Lisa, Scott, and Sandy for all your hard work and dedication to this program. And secondly, I would like for New Horizons, my team, you're a special group, and I'm so happy to be your teammate. We chose the name New Horizons at the very beginning of the retreat. And then by the last retreat, Pat renamed us New Directions. I don't think it was a mistake. No, it wasn't. The dictionary defines horizon as the limit of one's perspective, experience, and interest. So you might say we all entered this program to broaden our horizon. During the last 7 months, each of us has stepped out of our comfort zones, taken an introspective look at self, challenged our thoughts, challenged each other, challenged our directors. We've laughed and we've cried. We walked into Caraway as strangers. We walked out of Caraway as family. I'm sure everyone would agree that broadening our horizons has not been comfortable, but it's been oh so worth it. However, with growth comes new direction. And direction is defined as a course in which someone moves. And that course must be taken in order to reach our destination. So for all of us to broaden our horizon, we had to take a new direction. A new direction in leadership with growth and self-affirmation. Thank you.
Okay, I hope that gave you a little window into just how special our class was, how we all feel about each other, and how we feel about this program. It's an important program. It's innovative. It's engaging. It causes us to have uncomfortable conversations sometimes, and everybody grew from it. So for anyone in the crowd or all the colleges that sent someone in this group to this program, you're going to get a return on that investment. I guarantee it. None of that's possible without Dr. Akers. She's incredible. 29 years she's been doing this, and she came at it this year like it was the first year. The enthusiasm level, it's something to see. So I hope that Dr. Akers and her leadership team know just how much we appreciate them, and I'd like to ask that Natasha come up here and share her thoughts.
Thank you. We wanted to take a moment to show our appreciation to our wonderful leaders who took the time to invest in each of us. You each model excellent leadership and have inspired us to be better leaders in our current roles. We have grown both personally and professionally during our time together this year, and for that we are ever thankful. We wanted our class gift to represent each of us and our journey while being useful and symbolic. Our gift is a reminder of the relationships we have created and the bond we will forever have with one another. I'll let him get it straightened out before I keep going. Last fall, we each started this program as a single thread, ready to be part of something larger than ourselves, but not sure what that meant exactly. Over the past year, we have woven together just like the many pieces of thread in this tablecloth. We have created lasting friendships, and together we are stronger. Finally, just like we hope this tablecloth will cover your North Carolina Community College leadership tables for years to come, we have one another covered as well during the good times and the not so good times. So with that, please accept these tablecloths as a small token of our appreciation from the class of 2018, and know that you have made a difference in our lives. Thank you. We also got you another little something to remember each of us by. So we have t-shirts for our leaders as well, and we have individuals who will present those to each of you right now. So you can wear them and remember us as you put out your class. Thank you.
They have all of their
Nice, thank you.
and their names. That's neat.
Oh, that's great. Very nice.
Clever class.
Okay, thanks for everybody, and thank you again, please, to Dr. Akers and her team. It was the least we can do for all you've done for us. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, you make me laugh, you make me cry, and you make me love you more every time you do. So I really, truly appreciate all of that you've done for each of us. So thank you again. At this time, it is time to recognize each of our graduates. And if we would you like maybe a row at a time? So if our first row of graduates will come up, we'll present you with your certificates. Let's go to your right.
You really wanted to come the other way.
Amanda Bradshaw.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
Joe Brown. Callie Brown. Kaylee, sorry. Sorry, Callie, I just wanted to apologize. Thank you. Wally Calabrese. Robin Cornett.
Yes.
Aiden Cranford. Mark Ellison.
Wait. Okay.
Melinda Udy.
Okay.
Sarah Evans.
And the baby gets one too. Here's how Lisa said.
Erica Glover.
Don't cry.
Move that cane, my goodness, somebody's gonna break their neck. Thank you.
Dina Guido. Natasha Harris. Christy Holmes. Kisa Jessup. Terry Lee. Erica Liddell. Kismet Matthews. Jennifer McBride. Tammy McElwain.
Go ahead, get a picture.
Chris Nesbitt. Rodney Reese. April Scott. Liz Silvers. Dan Turberville. Gilbert Umberger. Adam Wade.
Mark did not know.
Dale Weaver. And last but not least, Tracy Wyrick.
Wait a second, let me do that again, please.
Tracy.
Tracy, you gotta do it again.
We need an action shot.
Okay.
You were talking about how it's helpful to be united.
Let's give our graduates a round of applause. It is my great pleasure now to discuss and announce our co-director for the next year, or the next 3 years. Co-director, the director, and then past director. The commitment of this position is a 3-year stint, and I will say that it is one that most folks think long and hard about before applying, because it is quite the time commitment. And this year, we are very pleased to announce that Gilbert Unberger. So last year, when they announced me as co-director, Robin said I'm the Batman to her Robin. Well, we need another superhero. So Superman, we're glad to have you join us. Okay, it's been a wonderful afternoon, and I appreciate each and every one of you who sent someone to this program and committed them to this journey, and I thank each of our graduates for committing to the journey, for sharing your time, your wisdom, your compassion, and your love for one another, and your love for the community college system. I am so very thankful that I have met each one of you, and I know the leadership team would echo that. So we are ready to celebrate, so we are adjourned. We have gifts for our director, Robin.
Scott.
And Scott, most importantly, the man that keeps us out of jail. And Miss Sandy, one for you as well.
Thank you.
We'd like to invite you to a reception in the room right behind our meeting space, and we hope that you enjoy time and fun and fellowship with one another. Thank you so much for coming.
Sandy, isn't this yours?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.